to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. Now, I do want to talk about Clemson's, annihilating Bama last night's college football title game. And that's become one of the hugest trends as we speak, which it still is, by the way, ladies and gents. I'll also be discussing that the fact that this was announced yesterday that Dwayne Haskins is going to be going to the 2019 NFL draft. Although he is from Jersey, by the way. Dwayne Haskins at the Rose Bowl, that which was Urban Meyer's last game, even though he retired, that is 50 pass touchdowns in the Rose Bowl. Now I just read though that Dwayne Haskins, he is from Jersey, so basically Dwayne Haskins could indeed be going to the G-Men. I'll tell you that right now. He could. I hope he gets straight. That'll be a good acquisition if he does. Plus, I'll also be going into the fact that, how Nick Saban's loss affect his own legacy, how Bama's loss affected Nick Saban's legacy, and where they go from here. And got a lot more on that. So that's all I need to know. But first, I want to start with Clemson, with Clemson's dominant reign over Bama. Now, look, everyone thought that Bama was gonna not look. I honestly, I thought Bama was gonna annihilate Clemson. I mean, look, Bama has been on top of the food chain from day one. They're the number one seed. They have laid waste to their opponents. And I mean, last night wasn't one of them because Bama, they would have been the team. I mean, Bama was the team to beat, though, I'll tell you that right now. And basically, I just never said that Clemson was a dual threat to Bama, but last night just shown it because Bama, what happened to them, this resulted in Tua Tagovailoa thrown off for an interception, and Bama got they faked a 43-yard field goal kick. That didn't look too good. They missed a field goal kick on another attempt, and it hits the goalpost. Most of the time that Parkey, missed the field kick, hitting the goalpost and hit the crossbar. Last night, that happened to Bama last night. So Bama, look, with all due respect, ladies and gentlemen, Bama, they were a top seed. They've been dominating from day one. But I gotta tell you, last night was not their night. And the fact that to say this in front of zillions of fans, look, you play to win the game. I thought Bama was going to own Clemson. I thought Bama was going to inflict more damage. And I honestly thought that, Bama, were they anywhere near ready? They didn't seem like it. They obviously didn't seem like it. Bama was not the Bama of old. They were not. Bama completely got picked apart. This is something I honestly can't describe it because I'm at a loss of words. I thought Bama was going to win this one. Unfortunately, they did not, because they would have been the first team to walk out with a 15-0 record, but they're not. Instead it was Clemson. Because what happens is Clemson's defense got the better of them. Tua Tagovailoa had trouble, was pressured. Clemson's defense just completely pressured Tua Tagovailoa in the offense. Bama did not make a comeback. This thing didn't go the distance. I expect a lot more from Bama because they would have taken this to overtime. Did not. Bama did not make a comeback in the third or fourth quarter, which did not happen. I'm ashamed of Bama. I really am. and everyone else expected Bama to put a beating on Clemson, which they did not last night. In Volume 4 of that grueling match, which, well, it was grueling, I'll tell you that. Clemson, they walked out as two-time college football champs in over 3 years. Got 3 years. And then not only that, I mean, someone's win streak collapsed. Because, look, streaks are meant to be broken. They are. So Clemson, as of right now, they're the first team, I mean, in college football history to remain unbeaten, win their second college football title, that is, since 1897, Pennsylvania. I mean, seriously. I'm completely in disarray when that happened. I woke up today and basically what I just saw was Clemson dismembering Bama. Because Bama, look, I'm going to give it credit due to Clemson because Clemson, they've done a lot of damage. They've remained undefeated. And, they haven't lost at all, for sure. Now, Clemson and Bama, they did have the same streak. They were tied to 14. But Bama, someone's win streak collapsed, though, and it was Bama. So basically, I honestly thought that Bama was going to beat the bricks out of Clemson. Because Bama, they've delivered a whole lot of beatings. Now, we've seen Clemson beat the bricks out of Notre Dame at the Cotton Bowl. And then last night, Clemson just annihilated Bama and something that I honestly can't describe right now. I mean, so the question is, did this humiliating loss affect, did Bama's loss affect Nick Saban's legacy? And Clemson they put a severe beating, man. They just completely just hurt him and just, oh my goodness. Bama felt like they got their lights punched out, and my goodness, they just did. Because I voted Bama to win this. I voted Bama to put a beating on Clemson, but they did not. Bama, you can't allow pressure. You cannot allow pressure to get to you. You cannot. Bama may be good, but good isn't good enough. It's not. Bama has been on top of the food chain since day one. And I'm ashamed to say this right now, but Bama, they were completely out of touch, lost rhythm, didn't make a comeback. They faked a 43-yard field goal, and they missed another field goal. They missed the field goal in the second attempt. Hits the goalpost. They got outrun. They got outgunned, outhandled, outhustled, outmaneuvered, outplayed. And really, this is beyond the most embarrassing loss on Nick Saban's legacy and part of Bama. But basically, Bama, don't worry, they'll be back. Because really, folks, streaks were meant to be broken. This was nowhere near a close game. It was not. This is all Clemson. Justyn Ross, my goodness, of Clemson, 2 one-handed catches in his palms. Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? 2 one-handed catches in his palms. Oh my goodness, he caught it with his palms. Oh man, Justyn Ross. I wonder how Odell Beckham reacts to this. I wonder what Odell Beckham is thinking right now. Because you guys remember, it was Odell Beckham back in 2014. He had that amazing one-handed touchdown catch. He's the one that started that. But Justyn Ross at Clemson, Odell Beckham got the catch of your nominee. But Justyn Ross out of Clemson. My goodness, 2 one-handed catches. 2 one-handed catches. You gotta be kidding me. This is unheard of. And the fact that Clemson right now has been a dominant faction, man, it was all. I mean, it was not all about Alabama. Alabama, they've had a tremendous season, and basically, they dominated and destroyed, laid waste to mankind, which they've done from day one this past season. And the fact that's come to a close, I'm ashamed of them. I really am ashamed of them right now. I really am. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologize for what happened to the tragedy that happened to Bama. And make no mistake about it, Bama, they will be back. And it's going to be a Volume 5 in 2020, if necessary. If it happens, that is. So, how is Bama going to recover from this? How exactly, you know, is Bama going to be able to take this loss? And basically, no one's not. And basically, I voted for Bama to win this whole thing, but they did not. I mean, that would have been Bama. They would. I mean, they would have been if it was Bama win the college football title game though last night. I mean, there's which would be their seventh college football title. My goodness, they would have been the first team to go undefeated and win the college football title at the same time. But Clemson, they did it. Clemson was the one that beat the brakes out of Bama. They walked out with their second title in over 3 years, going undefeated and winning title at the same time since 1897, Pennsylvania. But my goodness, I won't forget that. But I'm sure a lot of people are going to expect a lot more from Bama. And, I'm just hoping they have a better. I mean, but Bama, they'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be dominant as ever. They, Bama, they've had a lot of hard, lot of build ups, and they've done some damage. But last night, I'm just hoping that Bama they just recuperate because the loss may be on Nick Saban. I mean, Bama just didn't. They weren't. They weren't even. They didn't look great. They just. I mean, come on. I'm real disappointed in Bama. I really am. Bama just got beat down so badly, and this is something I honestly can't describe because Bama right now. I mean, they went top of the food chain. I mean, they've been the king of the hill, or kings of the hill, that is, I should say. But basically, Bama just got picked apart. The offense was not good. The defense, I mean, Clemson just dissected both the offense, the defense. Clemson just had a good ranking. I mean, defense does win games. I'll tell you that, and it does win titles. But really, guys, I'm giving credit due to Clemson because I mean, Clemson was a legit threat to Bama, and they were last night. So what more do you expect from them? And Dabo Swinney on this side after the game, he got a 250K check. So really, Bama will be back come next season or next year. They'll be back. You have to see the last of them. But really, guys, again, I want to say congrats to Clemson on making history again by becoming the first college football team in college football history to walk in undefeated and win their second title since 1897. And my goodness, it was something I won't forget. Trevor Lawrence, I'll tell you this. He's a future NFL draft pick. And I don't know what's next for I don't know what's next for Bama. I don't know what's next for Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts. But I'll tell you this. Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa, they're gonna be future 2019 NFL draft picks, and necessary that is. So I do look forward to that. I expect a lot more from Bama. I mean, they have been dominant from day one, but never like this have I seen them just get crippled and beat down and dismembered like that. I mean, Clemson just straight up abused them. I'm sorry, just took them out badly. And it is a shame right now that Bama streak just straight up collapsed. It did. So basically, I do look forward to seeing, Bama do more damage. I look forward to seeing Bama probably become the third team to walk in undefeated and win a title. The seventh title, that is. Maybe next season. There's always room for next season, guys. Oh, it's not lost. So, Clemson made history. I mean, it's all Trevor Lawrence and Devin and and perhaps Devin Ross. Yeah, Devin Ross. That is. So I do look forward to see. Excuse me, Justyn Ross. Justyn Ross. They put, I mean, two one-handed catches in his palms. My goodness. Anyone stop him? No. Justyn Ross may be the catch of the year nominee. Trevor Lawrence on this side, college football MVP. You can call him whatever you want, but the talent that he has, what he's brought to the table last night. I mean, my goodness. He did not disappoint. He just did not disappoint. He showed up. He really did show up. Clemson showed up. Bama, I mean, they looked pretty ready. They were proud though, but Bama, oh man, I'm sorry guys. So you guys had to witness that disturbing footage of Bama getting the last punched out by Clemson. But Bama, they'll be back. It's also over next season. Streaks are mentally broken, so that's how it's gonna be, guys. So there you have everybody. Clemson, they are your two-time college football champs in over 3 years. First team to walk out with a 15-0 record, winning their second college football title since 1897. And they've done some damage last night. Can anyone stop Clemson? Wait till you see next season starts out. Can anyone stop Bama? Wait to see how that plays out though. Come college football come next season, the college football that is. So don't miss out on that. Both these teams didn't disappoint. So I'll tell you that right now. Wasn't much of a hard fought game though, but it was all just Clemson just dominating Bama. So I expect a lot more from Bama than that is to do more damage. They've done a lot more damage in this past season, but last night wasn't one of them though. I mean, that could have been Bama doing that, but it's not. So I'm sorry, guys. Clemson, they're two-time college football champs, walking out, retaining their 15-0 streak, and win the second title in 3 years. So, congrats, Clemson. Victory is yours. Victory is all yours, guys. Now I want to move on to another topic. I also want to point out is announced yesterday that Dwayne Haskins for the 2019 NFL Draft. Now Dwayne Haskins of the Ohio State quarterback, who at the Rose Bowl had 50 passing touchdowns, which is Urban Meyer's last game, and the fact that he retired, that is, as Ohio State coach, that is, he's moving to offensive coordinator, to assistant, I think assistant director, that is. So he's done. Dwayne Haskins, that is. I mean, that's a huge fit. And Dwayne Haskins, he is from Jersey, by the way. He is. So basically, I'm hoping that Dwayne Haskins goes to the G-Man to replace Eli Manning. I hope he does. Because if that happens in April, that is, in the 20th NFL Draft, I will be in a pleasant mood. Because Eli Manning, he's been too much of a turnover machine, getting sacked numerous. He's like some sack machine, getting sacked a lot. And, Dwayne Haskins will be good. I mean, think about it. If Dwayne Haskins gets drafted to the G-Men, which I'll be in a good mood about, even though he's from Jersey, Dwayne Haskins could be the future that the Giants need. And the Giants, they could move on without Eli Manning. They could. And, if that happens in the NFL draft, I will be satisfied that happens. Because Dwayne Haskins, I mean, think about it. Dwayne Haskins, new quarterback for the G-Men. Dwayne Haskins can turn their division around with a good record. I hope it happens. I really hope it happens. because Dwayne Haskins, he does disappoint. I mean, what he's done in Ohio State, incredible. Though I'll tell you that in the Rose Bowl, 50 pass touchdowns. There's really no stopping them though. So I think that the best fit, the best fit that you would have that I would have Dwayne Haskins in would have to be the G-men, the Giants. That is. I mean, I know he's from Jersey. That is, by the way. So him being with the G, him. I mean, if Dwayne Haskins is a starting quarterback, regu- re, I mean, for next season. Oh my goodness, can you imagine that? I mean, I would love to see Dwayne Haskins. I mean, the damage that he's gonna do. Oh my goodness. I mean, Dwayne Haskins. He's indeed he could be the future of the Giants. He could turn the whole division around. The newest quarterback. Because Zeman's record's been pretty terrible, though. I mean, they have had a bad offense, but I'm not gonna count out Saquon Barkley. He does not disappoint. He's put on a really good show out there, and above all else, he's gonna be future MVP. Saquon Barkley, he's a future MVP candidate. I'll tell you that right now. He really is. The numbers that he's put up: 2K plus scrimmage yards, 1K career. Well, yeah, one first rookie to have 1K career rushing yards. Oh my goodness, 94 broken tackles. First All Team Pro, Offensive Player of the Week. But my goodness, I do look forward to seeing that tandem. I mean, think about this tandem: Dwayne Haskins, Odell Beckham Jr. once he recuperates, Saquon Barkley, Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram. My goodness, I will be fascinated if that happens. I will be in a pleasant mood. I mean, Dwayne Haskins turn the whole division around, have a better record, not lose more games so much, make it to the playoffs, and go into the NFC like playoff game or the divisional title game in 2020, say the very least, and be able to avoid pressure. And oh my goodness, Dwayne Haskins, if he gets straight to the G-man, he's the future of the Giants. I'll tell you that right now. And Eli Manning couldn't they retire? You can trade him or release him if necessary. I do look forward to. I really do. I do look forward to seeing Dwayne Haskins. Really look forward to that. So I hope. I hopefully that Giants do the same. I hope the Giants they get Dwayne Haskins because he's oh my goodness he's put on a really good show. He really has. So I do look forward to that. I really do. Forward to that and help Dwayne Haskins. Congrats to Dwayne Haskins on entering the 2019 NFL draft. And I hopefully you go to the Giants. That is because they need some help. The record's got to be going up, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'm looking for the whole different outcome. That's what I'm looking forward to see. So I do think Dwayne Haskins is the future of the Giants because he's from Jersey. By that way, he is. He's got 50 pass touchdowns for Ohio State in the Rose Bowl, so he doesn't disappoint. So he can do that much damage. You think about what he's gonna do? When he's in the G-man? Oh man, I do look forward to that. Now the Giants they have pick number 6 in the 2019 NFL draft, which they have. So there's a chance that Dwayne Haskins could be going number 6 in the 2019 NFL draft if necessary. So I do look forward to that, by the way. So it'll be incredible. So I do look forward to that. I really do. Now, much another time I also want to address, Bama. Can you blame Nick Saban for the loss they had last night? Because, I thought Bama was going to do a whole lot better. But the running game, passing game, the offense, defense got dissected by Clemson. Clemson's defense was well in sync. Running game too as well, but Clemson had none of them. But Bama's defense and offense completely just dissolved. So I'm not sure that I'm really sure that this loss affects Nick Saban's legacy. I really think it does, and won't be that good. Just wasn't doing so well. So hopefully that that Bama gets back. They'll be back as ever, and his streaks are meant to be broken. But I think that Bama they'll be back next season. They'll make it back once again. So they're not going to disappoint. So there you have it right there, ladies and gents. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the Khalil the Halliwell Sports Report, both YouTube channel and Facebook page. Please be sure you like, subscribe to the Khalil the Halliwell Sports Report YouTube channel and Facebook page. Please be sure you send me your comments, your tweets, your reactions, your thoughts about Clemson's dominant reign by punishing Bama and being the first team to walk out as two-time college football champs over 3 years and being the first team to have retaining a winning streak that is going on to win a title at the same time since 1897. Let me know about that. Send me your comments, your tweet, your responses about that. Tell me what you think. Tell me your responses, your tweets, your comments, your reactions about Dwayne Haskins going to the 2019 NFL Draft. Let me know what you think of the impact this will have in his career and his legacy, and also tell me what you think of what you also think of Nick Saban's legacy. That loss affecting him. By the way, let me know. And I just hope for once that Nick Saban and the Bama will be back. So I just look. Hopefully, it'll be a different outcome. I really hope it does. So that's all you need to know, ladies and gents. I'll have more live updates, breaking news, trending topics, developing storylines, and I'll get you all the latest developments along the way, all over the sports world. That's all I got to know, ladies and gents. So take care, you guys. You guys have a good day. Bye bye.